Welcome back, everybody! Are you ready to keep me cross-examining this crazy old lady? Anyway.
Every day I have to finish my computer and one more job to do!
Oh boy. Another job.
That's...
Ah, jeez. Excuse me.
That's right.
Ah, jeez, I have like something in the back of my throat that's making me burp. Excuse me, okay. Okay, let's get that out of there.
That's right! I checked all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I'm not gonna say everyone in the family is gonna
Do you back up all the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes! Those computers are just so frustrating.
So that's a no, then.
I don't want any photos that are suspicious looking, you see?
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part. This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Willpower's photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it, now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys, real friends if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh who knows where. They're always hanging about the one was there the other day.
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate, so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know there's a dragon in the blue area.
Oh.
The crate has been loose for a while. You leave those out as well. Not the one they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Owen.
And?
They're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So on the photo that you erased?
It was a boy, probably second or third grade.
What? Jeez, Phoenix. Come on, man. It wasn't that I mean, I guess it wasn't. No, it's not that shocking, actually, because you said yourself, Phoenix, only kids could get through there. So, yeah, I guess it makes sense, actually. Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai, dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about second or third grade.
Oh, yes! Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop them, can't catch them.
A boy in the second or third grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. More than likely. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. Of course you would, Judge. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Better words have never been spoken before. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Why? I thought we were... Weren't we in lobby number 4 earlier? I'm confused. Mr. WP? Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? Huh. Yeah, I just thought of something. Ah, never mind. Anyway, how should I know? Nothing particularly related to the case, but I just thought of something completely random. But hey, don't worry about it. It's not important. Anyway, the Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in it and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we going to do? First, we play for more time. we'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably have done this. Right! And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick! It's time! Okay, let's go. What does this mean? Please don't sigh like that. Don't worry, we'll get this somehow, I don't know. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? The assistant girl, the grade school boy, the security lady. Oh boy, I mean, I don't want to pin it on the assistant, but at the same time, it could be the security lady. So, it could be security lady. Yeah, I'm just gonna pin it on her for no reason. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Hello? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they'd been watching the action scene run through. Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense because the assistant wouldn't know that because she didn't see that. So that does make sense. I didn't actually think that one through, but I'm glad I guessed right anyway. There was only one person other than Mr. Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper!
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you!
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have been briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If he was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah. Right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. ... That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new dangin' evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? ... The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy! Don't just sit there, do something!
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Give Granny a break. Press further. I'll give you a break, Granny. I guess this does kind of make it look like she's the killer. Funny, I feel bad for her all of a sudden. It's true that the witness could conceivably have committed this crime, yet we must not forget that the victim was an action hero. As formidably as her personality may be, I doubt she'd be strong enough. Uh-oh. If he removes her from consideration, that means Mr. Powers is it. Sorry, Windbag, but I don't have a choice. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to Mr. the poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute! What about the other person who went with the studio? The boy! The one who was the photo I erased!
He's only a grade schooler, though. As you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter! When I was that age, I could be my old man in 10 seconds tops!
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it that so nice the kids how does that day webby summer?
I have proof. You do.
Proof?
Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows that boy could not have committed this murder. Alrighty. Well, I mean, he's too big. Wait, no. What am I talking about? That's not the right answer. But okay. Guide map. Dressing room. I wonder actually. Card key for studio employees grants. Oh, I see. That's my proof there. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would that witness care to comment on this? The Windbag, speechless. This has got to be first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. The court is adjourned. Hammer that desk, man.
Wait a second!
Come on, man.
I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree, me! I'm talking!
Oh, great! Stop the presses! The Windbag wants to talk! Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Witness testimony. My lips were sealed.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. They were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said that I had nothing to do with it, you see. So they told me just to pretend that I hadn't seen them in the studio that day. But even they're going to accuse me. I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is a crucial information. Why did you keep this? This is crucial information. Who cares? Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. ...
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Cross-examination. My lips were sealed.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something.
Well, that's too bad. Maybe that's a bad thing, because, you know, you're in the court of law, and you're supposed to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. And if you don't tell the truth, then dang it, man, you're just wrong, man. You're just wrong. Oh, jeez. Anyway. Alrighty then. Continuing onwards. So you were told not to talk.
That's right. By the studio and TV bigwigs told us.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder.
Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director. We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So where were these people?
The director was in an employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a studio too. Phoenix.
Why are your memory problems so bad? Oh, jeez. Well, if you look at the guide map.
Also, yeah, that too. That's another thing.
Here it is. You go through the gate all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I've already asked all my questions, but... Take a break. Yeah, let's take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and, some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. ... I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned. Well, that was fast. Finally, no more Oldbag. Yeah. It took long enough. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Thank you very much so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Ah, really? It's nothing. Grin! Oh, or should I say, sniff? Well, yes, I know, everyone. I did something differently on purpose right there. We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigation. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out that just who it was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. She wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks, guys. No problem, Will. No problem. I'll be back there for you soon, and then things will be wonderful, and then we'll be like, oh no, we got a guilty verdict because we sucked. I don't believe it. How did we suck? I don't even understand that. That's the thing. We don't even understand. We don't really know yet whether, like, here's the thing. One viewer was actually curious before I move on, though. Like, do you get your strikes back? Like I have 5 strikes, right? So if I lose a strike and then I go back to the courts after another investigation period, do I get that strike back on the next court day, or do I stay, like, let's just say I lost 1 strike? Would I still be at 4 strikes on the next court day, or would it be, I wonder. I don't know. We don't actually know that yet, because I haven't had one of those situations yet. I did lose strikes, but it was on the final court case, not the first one, so, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out eventually. Wright & Cola offices, October 18th. Phew, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on what the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and producer? Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. Alrighty then, fair enough I suppose. Let's have a talk about what to do again. What do you think we should do? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get the scoop on this director and producer. Oh right, there's no point hanging out here. That's what I've been saying. Let's get to those studios pronto. Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. There's not enough information. Well, we already know that anyway, so then? Oh yeah, wait, this is in different orders. Come on now. That's not cool. Alright, the photo. You know, what if this really was Mr. Powers? Yeah, it's hard to say. We don't really know anyone else it could be. I seriously doubt it was that old Windbag. So, Mr. Powers is lying. He really doesn't seem the type, does he? Curiouser and curiouser. I suppose so, anyway. And then the spear. I wish I had my own samurai spear. You'd be my own personal pincushion, Nick. Me? Why me? I don't know, cause why the heck not, I suppose, right? Alrighty then, let's have a move then. Shall we? Actually, hold on a second. Do we have any new profiles? Yes, we do. We have her added to there. Penny Nichols, assistant at Global Studios in charge of large props and set pieces. Alright. Okie dokie then. Present, not present. Freaking gosh dang it. Stop being stupid, me. We're gonna go ahead and move somewhere. But where? Let's go to the detention center first. Even though I know they said something else. October 18th, detention center, visitors room. Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth. You can say that again. Let's not. So, WP, you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? Sorry, but no. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Did Maya said the first one, right? I don't even know. Anyway, yes. Okie dokie then. Let's have a talk then. The fanboy. Do fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. The security lady's pretty strict with them. But in today's testimony, didn't she say that they were often hanging around? The kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. The director. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell us that before? Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet. That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big. I see. Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? No, I sure hope not. I sure hope not too, Will. I sure hope not. Anyway, are you ready for some presenting stuff here, card key? We found this card key in your dressing room. Oh, that's mine, yes. Can people outside the studios get these cards? I don't think so. Even I have to return the card. Once the show's done filming, that is. Huh? That's curious, actually. Anyway, sure, Powers photo. Regarding this photograph. Yes? This really, truly, absolutely isn't you, right? Right. I was sleeping in my dressing room the whole time, honest. But who else could it have worn it? Your costume was in your dressing room? Yes. I guess they snuck in and took it while I was asleep. But who? I don't know. Guide map. Excuse me. Thank you for showing me that, whatever it is. I wish I could think of some way I could help you. Sorry. Oh yeah, and the samurai spear. Regarding the murder weapon. Yes? Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think that average person would be able to swing it around effectively. And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through. Oh yes, I goofed on a round kick, you see. I broke the spear. That security lady fixed it for me right away, though. With duct tape, we heard. Okay, so that's all for that then. Another talking point by any chance? Nope. Alright, I guess it's time to take a move to the main gate, eh? October 18th to 16 p.m. Global Studios main gate. It's really just 1 hour after the trial, huh? That's interesting. No one's here! Right now, they have Miss Oldbag in custody. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey! In the guard station, look, she left her donuts! Dot dot dot! Dot dot dot! What? I wasn't going to eat them! Somehow I don't believe that. Or were you? I don't know. Anyway. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh? Looks like it's been turned off for the day. Interesting. Anything else I can, like, look at over here, though? Right here is the employee area. The left of the actual film studios. Okie dokie. The main entrance to the studios. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. Probably. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it for carry around film equipment. Doesn't look like there's anything new then. Or is there? Wait about it. What about this? Security guard station. Miss Oldbag must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on this desk in there. You would think, being an old lady, you think junk food would not be the best diet for her, but I mean, go figure, I guess. I guess that's it. Nothing else I can see, anyway. Alright, let's see. Where to next? Outside Studio 1 or the employee area? Let's go to the employee area first. October 18th, Global Studios employee area. Look, it's that assistant girl! Hey!
Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys.
Oh. Oh! Okay, seriously, everyone likes that sound, apparently. Don't mention it.
Is it true they caught the security lady?
Oh.
Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain.
You mean that one? Wow, what a mess.
I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right?
Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right?
Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them.
Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about.
You're right, I won't.
Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag.
Right! See you later, then!
Good luck with your investigation.
Okay. Alrighty then, sure. Let's just move on with that then. Nothing new there. Still the bike. Anything new about the bike there? Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? That makes it a lot okay, yeah. I don't think it is. Same thing. How about this? There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage there. Looks like a castle. Probably new old Tokyo Castle. Yeah! Alright, so let's examine this then. So, the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today. He came in through that drain. So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick! If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him, though. Don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick, we can? Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Rip it open. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yeah! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes? Hi-ya! There! That should make the kids happy. The things we do. Oh, jeez, why? What was the point of that? The drain gate is off. Grate is off. And I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt. It didn't really contribute anything, did that? The grate that you used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. Nothing new there. The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone's probably too shocked to clean it up. Oh, there's a T-bone steak. Oh no, I can't believe it. What? Nothing about having two stomachs there, Maya? Oh, okay, sure. Oops, that was the wrong button. You know, you would think you have to press the R button to go to the right, but no. That's probably the reason why I was mostly confused the first time I did it, because I was like, oh, okay, I'll go right, so it's got to be the R button, right? Why would you think to do the L button? I don't know, everyone. Okay, let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn at least. Oh no, I have a billion stomachs for this stuff. How do you know that? I don't know. I just know things apparently. Anyway. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What? How'd you know? It's not like you knew about that earlier today, or did you? A window into the dressing room. That's frosted, so I can't see inside. The door to the dressing room, it's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's go in. Maybe there'll be something else to steal. Hey, we're not thieves. But we did take that card key. We borrowed that. That's a difference. Yeah, it's true. I thought I looked at the sign, though, not the door. There's a sign on the dressing room door. Mr. Will Powers, it must need to be... Okay, that's cool. Anyway, I guess we'll just not... The evidence? Gosh dang it. Okay, let's see. We'll go... move. I guess we'll go back in the dressing room, I suppose. Why not? October 18th, Global Studios dressing room. This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Power says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh. She's got a point. Oh, probably would have killed him, probably. I don't know. Is there multiple... No, there's not multiple areas I can move to in here. Alright, so I guess I'll examine again. If there's someone sleeping here, maybe Powers did take a nap here like he said. That's cool. How about you? It's locked. I guess he doesn't open his window much. It's kind of dusty outside. Or is it? There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be Mr. Powers' personal clothes. And very fancy clothes, if I might add. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Wait, Nick! What now? These snacks! They've passed the expiration date! Then don't eat them! They're snacks! They're meant to be eaten! That was different anyway, but that didn't really contribute anything new. Mr. Powers' bags! I wonder what's inside! Hey! Supermarket tabloids! Wow, I'm kinda shocked! Maya, leave those alone! Wolfmen found on Mars. I have to buy that issue. Why? Why would you have to buy that? Anyway, I don't even know. Let's see. Over here, I guess. There's an array of cosmetics here. According to Maya, that wig was used in some old TV show. Samurai Boogie Woogie! Nick, get with the picture! Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig. I am kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. I don't think I was new. Or was that? I don't know. Anyway, is that just the cosmetics again? Oh! Oh! I never examined that before. They always have mirrors like this in the dressing rooms. Good lord, good thing that wasn't necessary. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just like how I like it. Yeah, that's interesting though. I didn't actually know that was a different hitbox, so how interesting, I suppose. Well, anyway, doesn't look like there's anything new in here, which is rather unfortunate. I was hoping to find something new here. Okay, fine. I see how it is. If there's nothing new here, I'll just go back to the main gate. Oh, hello. Ho-ho! You look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. Or is it? Alright, let's have a talk then, shall we? The studios. So, how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah. Can you believe it? Nope, I can't. The fanboy. Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets of snapping pictures. You should see Oldbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. Oh. The director et al. I heard something at the trial today. They said the director and producer were here at the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director. More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? I see. So the producer's some kind of big shot, eh? Alright, how about some evidence, eh? Wow, they gave a lawyer one of those card keys. Well, I'm sort of borrowing it. I see. You better be careful not to lose that. They're very strict about those card keys here. I guess they're pretty good about keeping these out of outsiders' hands. Thanks, I'll be careful. Okay, autopsy report? Nope. Not really sure what that is, sorry. Yeah, sure, anyway. If you take a look at this... That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this, anyway? Looks like she didn't know about this photo or the injury that morning. Never mind. Guide map. I'm not really... Okay, cool. Samurai spear. Say, you work with the props, right? About that murder weapon. You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around. So you'd have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? Because he's a big guy, obviously. Why wouldn't a big guy be able to use something like that, of course? I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Outside of Studio 1. I'm ready to make a move. October 18th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey, Nick! It looks like Detective Gumshoe is in here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down the path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them were there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Alrighty then. Well then, can I examine the tree again? In the trial they said Studio 2 was down this path. The monkey head is in the way, but we should be able to get by it without a problem. Or should we? This monkey head is really heavy. Well, it did knock that tree down. It did knock that tree over when it fell. Both of these, the monkey head and the tree, fell the day of the murder, didn't they? Yeah, that's what Detective Gumshoe said. Apparently it was really windy that day. Go figure. Anyway. That's a security camera that automatically takes pictures of people here. It took 2 pictures on the day of the murder before the actual time of death. One of them was the Steel Samurai. The other was a grade school boy. Doesn't seem to be switched on today. For some reason. Anyway. I'm Bush. Maybe I'll sit down here for a bit. This is exactly why I don't want to get old ever. Hey, I'm still young. I'm just tired. Nick, when you start having to say, I'm still young, you know it's all over. But I am still young. Yeah, what if I give you an excuse to say that yourself, Maya? Then you're the old one all of a sudden. Take that! The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Alrighty then. Let's see, I'll examine the monkey head again. The studio mascot. Apparently it's a monkey of some kind. I've never seen a monkey with a nose like that before. Why don't they put his head back on? Maybe we should ask that assistant. I'm not sure we really want her fixing anything. And you probably need a crane to move that thing. Probably so. You got a point there anyway. So, then, was the tree in this the same hitbox? Oops. I accidentally went off that at the last second there. I'm Bush. That's the freaking... What? That's the bench hitbox? Give me a break. I mean, was I was like above the bench. I don't get it. Anyway. Well then, I guess we'll take a move real quick. Studio main gate. Inside Studio 1. Outside Studio 2. Hold on a second there. Do I really need to ask her about that by any chance? I don't think I do, but just okay, no I don't. Okay, just making sure anyway. Going back now, we'll go back to outside Studio 1. And before we go to Studio 2, I want to go to inside Studio 1 again real quick, because why not? October 18th, Studio 1. Hi! I don't really want to be in here! Yeah, it is a murder scene. I want to go someplace else! Nick? So, I'm going to assume there's nothing new in here. Well, I mean, I didn't want to actually select that. I still want to examine a couple things. Freaking... I'm stupid here. Anyway, okay, here we go. Let's examine a couple things real quick. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. Must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course! That's the Mount Neo Fujiyama! Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in old Tokyo? Maybe even... Okay, that's the same thing as before, pretty much. Yeah, whatever. Camera, lights, camera action. Wow, look at that camera! That must cost a ton! Yeah, so don't touch it. Hey, smile, Nick, you're a star! Stop that. Yeah, I mean, he kind of is a star. Sort of, ish, I guess. Anyway, let's see. And this was the same hitbox, right? Yeah, it is the same. I don't understand why it's the same hitbox. It's kind of weird, but oh well, it is what it is. The outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found, still inside the evil magistrate costume. 10-second pause. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected the spear stabbing would leave. Okay, yep. I get it. I remember. Wait, that thing's new, isn't it? Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick. And what are those black and white? And look, a megaphone. Oh, that's a megaphone? Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. Okay, I thought maybe that book thing was new, but I guess not. Anyway. Oh, wait. No, okay, the backpack's nothing then. Okay, so nothing new then. By the looks of it, anyway. So, I guess on the next exciting episode, we will go to, you guessed it, everyone, outside of Studio 2. I'll see you later, everyone. Bye-bye.